Agent Johnson, Uni Foundation log. It turns out the Fade Alchemist has progressed much faster than I would have anticipated. Fortunately, his own research has imprisoned him in his own base. He's in a prison of his own making. Yay. Unfortunately, he's resourceful and he's finding solutions to that problem. Meanwhile, we're stuck here. Again, I record this in the hopes that if I am not successful, that you'll find my research helpful. But all is not lost. We are able to set up our calculation fabrication network, and we're able to get quite a few good items here, including even a calculator plug. Given enough of these, and we'll be able to make infinite power. We need to find a way to progress quickly, and to keep ourselves safe. If Fade knew we were here, it would be no problem for him to extract us. First, to complete the fundamentals. Health and hunger. Let's see, what do we need? Sickle, reinforced axe, and reinforced shovel. There's an axe, and there's our shovel. Perfect. I'll just do a little bit of addition over here. And now we can use this to create ourselves an automatic extractor. Maybe a couple of them. Yes. We'll take half of this and half of our stone here. Hopefully we can use cobble. Yes. Add them together. Very good. Put you back in here. Okay. So that's plenty of reinforced stone. Now, do we have any of these? No ingots are prepared. That's fine. We can make one of these easily enough. We'll make 2 of those. Nobody else can create these because they don't have access to the calculator technology of quantum entanglement like we do. First, we'll make ourselves a stone separator. 2 of them. And this will now have our health completely taken care of. These will store it for us, and then we can put our calculator in here to extract them automatically. Thanks to our digital trees, we now have automated health and hunger handled, so I no longer have to worry about harvesting food or maintaining my own vitality. That's all being handled digitally. Allow me to demonstrate. This fall would normally be very painful. It'll still be painful, but watch. Our nutrition module here has 52 hunger points and 60 health points. As I get hungry, I'll be fed digitally. If I'm injured, I'll be digitally reconstructed. Automatically healed. Until I use a little bit of our hunger and health points. Fully automatic, completely managed and monitored digitally. Now I can focus on more pressing matters. We do not have the space that we need here to do the mechanisms I require, so we'll have to get creative. There is an experimental technology that's not yet been released from prototype stage, but since I'm high enough clearance, I'm going to make the executive decision to make use of it. We've already pulled some very high-end technology out of the ground itself here. We got ourselves a calculator locator, which could eventually lead us to infinite energy, as well as these plugs, which we'll need. Now, what we're really hoping for is to not only get more of these end diamonds. Now, this is a big deal, this end diamond, but what we really want is a flawless calculator. It's, right now, the highest end calculator we have is a scientific one, which is good. But the flawless calculator allows us to fabricate things remotely. Now I wonder, we have an end diamond. What can we do with that end diamond? Because these are not easy to get. Flawless calculator. I might be able to create it. Flawless diamonds, diamonds, flawless assembly. I think we can. With that single end diamond, we'll be able to create ourselves a flawless calculator, and that will even the playing field between us and Fade. Okay. That is exciting. So we no longer... Now, there is a possibility that this could generate a fully created flawless calculator. But this is just as good. This is just as good. Well, with that process, we might yet get lucky. I think the first thing we need to do is to create the flawless assembly. Advanced assemblies and calculator assemblies. We have some calculator assemblies and we have an advanced assembly right here. Do we have any others? Does not appear to be. Let's continue this. Oh, we're running out of power. Power is going to be our Achilles heel at the moment. Okay, well, that's alright. It might have already gotten us far enough. Fortunately, we can kind of take a shortcut here, because we do have... Let's see, atomic binders. We have a few of those. We had 2 of them, if I remember correctly. Oh, I already grabbed them. Atomic modules. Now, how do you make those, though? Okay, more of these, which have plenty diamonds and tanzanite. We have tanzanite. We have 4 of them right there. Fantastic. And then we need some diamonds, of which I have a few yet. We'll use these. Okay. That will be plenty for us to create more of these binders. There. Now we just need an emerald. We barely have enough, but we're making it. We're getting there. Okay. Atomic assembly. Now, what do we need for this? We just need more advanced assemblies. Thank goodness for the fact that I made a lot of these. I'll grab that. Let's make another 4 of these. There's our flawless assembly. We are so close. Getting our flawless calculator. We got so lucky getting this rare reagent. Flawless diamonds, those will be useful as well. I think we're ready to do it right now. That was so lucky. Now let's make ourselves. I think we're ready. We just need a screen. We have a screen. Flawless calculator. Yes! The epitome of Unity Foundation technology. In my hand. Let's see everything we can make now. We can make ender pearls, obsidian, diamonds from gold, controlled fuel, flawless glass locator modules, purified obsidian. Oh, this is powerful. Let's grab our iron. We're very, very shy on iron. We need to get some power into this. This thing's hungry. Let's create our ender pearls. We're gonna have to go get some more iron soon. We might have to try to steal some from Fate's base, but that's getting increasingly dangerous, particularly with him landlocked within his own base. Do we have any other books? Good, because I'm gonna need 2 of these. We have a pair of personal shrinking devices. Redstone torch, eye of ender, and 2 diamonds. Got redstone torch, got 2 diamonds already. Let's divide that down. Okay. We're limping, but we do have what we need, even if barely. Mentoration field projectors. Perfect. It looks like we didn't need to make 2 of these. But like most of our machines, it's not a problem to have duplicates and redundancies. wunderbar. We'll just put that right here. We are able to put several modules in here. Not the nutrition module, that'll have to stay separate because it needs to be in constant contact with us in order to keep us healthy. But for everything else, the energy module, storage modules, those can all be placed in here. And a lot of them come by default. You can tell that you can kind of switch between normal modes. Like right now we're storing all of our tools and compact machine items inside the calculator. And each one of these is about the size of a golden chess. But there's more. There's so much more. We can take one of these grenades, and that can be installed in here. You can make infinite grenades. The most tasty devices can be made from our fabricator here. You cannot craft these in a normal way. All this time, we've been pulling raw circuits out of the ground using our fabricator. Fully upgraded, I might say, quite quick. That's how we're making all these. And in fact, how we got the flawless diamond to create this thing. But regardless, once we get one more here, we'll be able to... There we go. Perfect. We can make a jump module and a warp module, so now we can have space and time capabilities, and we no longer have to rely on these signs, which is good. Should Fate ever find it, he could find his way here, which would be bad. So, fabrication, and we'll go to a warp module, and we can just fabricate it. This would not be possible without this technology. Nobody else will be able to make this. Perfect. Let's get some power into it. And then the jump module. Let's see. No position. So if we do this... we need a stable stone. Fortunately, I think the spat went out. There's a stable stone. We'll put that right here. It's a very dimensionally stable stone, like the name suggests. Position set. So now, no matter where I'm at, boop! And we can put that inside our calculator. And our jump module does something similar. Has no power. One moment. Ooh! Well, you ever fabricate ender pearls when you can do this? Well, we'll just use this from now on. Alright, well, you know, technology's always a work in progress. We'll take that out of there because this works so much better. Agent Johnson to Unity Foundation. We have reached a milestone. I have solved our problem of space. I've made the executive decision to use the prototype technology and perform its first field test. I have used compact machines to solve our space problem, and now, effectively, our space is infinite. Soon, I'll be able to take my entire base with me, portably. Let me show you what I mean here. So, first of all, beneath this base, I've created a proper lab, right below, accessible using our flawless calculator. For the new recruits out there who aren't familiar with the flawless calculator, you can put multiple warp modules in here, and you can name them to go to different locations. Also, once you have collected the appropriate amount of circuits from the very reality itself, you can make as many of these warp modules as you like, because it requires a certain amount, but it does not use them up. It just imprints on them. So we can make this, it'll start to fabricate, and you can see that we haven't used any. Once you've met the threshold, you can just fabricate however many you need. Let's go to the lab, which I have named the PIM Particle Lab. Welcome to our lab. Worthy of the Unity Foundation itself, built by my own hand. So, how this is designed to work is to make little pocket dimensions using quantum physics and quantum technology. Shrink this down, make these quantum walls. One more ought to be enough. How many do we have? 96. We need just a few more. That should be enough. Perfect. Alright. Now with these, this is where the real science starts. This entire structure will be shrunken down into the size of about a meter. But inside, it'll be like a TARDIS. It'll be much bigger within than without. A pocket dimension, if you will. One that we can store in our pocket, quite literally. We could, quite literally, carry our base on our backs. The structure has been created out of the quantum entangled cubes that we created earlier. We were the very first to pioneer void and ender technology. It's well known that Endermen and Ender Pearls contain teleportation properties, and that kind of the theory of everything has been demonstrated by Ender Chests. That same principle can be used to create pocket dimensions. Given enough of these, we would actually be able to carry our entire base on our backs. This is Unity Foundation technology at its finest. Now let me show you what's contained in this tiny little cube. This can be placed anywhere. I'll just put that right here for now. If we were to take a personalized device here and tap it, we go inside our pocket dimension, and look how spacious and it is inside. Of all the space to create machines to animate. Even better, we can have things in here lead to the outside walls, and that will interact with the outside world. So just to give an example here, we'll just make a pillar here, and we'll want to use this to create a entry point. So now when we come in here, we'll come in from this corner. We can tap any side to exit. Pick this up. We can see what's inside. And we can even name it. You can even put other of these inside of these. Infinitely daisy chain these dimensions within each other. That's what I mean by we can take our entire base with us. One thing I want to do to supplement our current power situation. We'll put that here for now. Let's go back to the Unity outpost. Go back to our dynamic crafting here. Okay. So we need to make some new type of diamond. Fortunately, we have lots of these flawless ones. Well, flawless diamonds, not in diamonds, but flawless ones, but still good enough. So make us some fire diamonds. And we have this enriched, or purified coal rather, and we pulled out a lot of these power cubes from the fabric of reality. Dividing these power cubes by this purified coal will net us some energy modules. These fire diamonds have several properties. One, it's an excellent fuel. They can smelt up to 800 items. But we're not going to use it for such a mundane purpose. No. We're going to combine it with these energy modules. The pure combustive power of the fire gem with the ability to store energy is going to create us a conductor mass. And we have just a thing, just a place for this. The lookout. I'm not normally one for aesthetics, more one for actual function, but I appreciate that. Oh, that's so neat. This is Agent Johnson reporting to the Unity Foundation with my final thoughts. Even though it is true that Fade has outstripped our typical power range with his magic, the use of our prototype technology has helped bridge that power gap. We'll be able to outsustain him in health, food, and eventually power. This concludes today's report. In transmission.